In today's video, we're going to be ripping out this kitchen, part of this bathroom wall, and starting a remodel. As you can see, this place is a little funky. It's built on a concrete pad, so everything that has a drain, like the toilet, needed raised up a little bit. Same with the shower. The wiring is definitely hacked together. We've got CPVC water pipes, which we are going to be replacing with PEX. I don't know who the heck puts the washer and the dryer at opposite ends of the kitchen, but we'd like to put them next to each other. The kitchen counters and cupboards have definitely seen some better days. You'd think maybe I wired this place using old extension cords. So the end goal is to enlarge the bathroom a little bit, install this walk-in bathtub for my mother-in-law, replace the kitchen counters, move the washer and dryer next to each other so they make a little more sense. Just do a little bit of updating and making this place a little more livable. And I guess people think that I'm the guy for the job. But before we get too deep into today's video, I got a confession to make. I got a little something to admit to y'all. I went and got me a newer, more modern pickup truck. Now, I know it's not brand new. It is a 2005. She's already got about 135,000 miles on her. But being a Toyota, should last to 300,000 plus. I absolutely love that color. She's got the nice race line wheels already. It's the TRD off-road edition, so it's got the rear locker and four-wheel drive for the winter time. Don't worry, we still got the old Chevy square body. We got the old first-gen Toyota. My uncle still needs to come pick up his Ranger. We've still got this pile of parts Ranger laying around too. We've been making more money off her. We've still got the IDI junkyard out back. So don't be thinking that I'm turning into some highfalutin, money-spending guy that just wants to drive modern vehicles with all the modern conveniences. I'm still going to be the same guy. I'm still going to be buying junk, working on junk, fixing up junk, telling you guys how to fix your junk. Really, guys, moral of the story, believe in your God-given hands, man. Take on projects, build, fix, create. Make progress in your lives, and eventually you can get a newer rig. You can get a nicer rig. You can get a more reliable rig. I didn't believe that I could do some of these things. 5 years ago, I would have said you were full of shit that I don't as much as I do or have as nice of a truck as I do. But by applying myself, believing in myself, knowing that God don't make no junk and that I can accomplish things, I've climbed my way up the life's ladder, and I'm proud of that, and I want you guys to be proud of yourselves as you make progress as well. And just to reiterate the point that we're not going to stop working on junk, one of the first things we did with this pickup truck is go pick up a ZF5 swap kit for another IDI truck that I bought. Oh man, I bought it almost a year ago now. It's not even home yet, but we've got a tranny for it. So one of the first things we're going to do is come out here and shut off the water that supplies the place. Shut that valve off. Now, as we're ripping things out, we don't have to be as careful because the water's already off, and I'm going to be repiping in there anyways. Things we're going to do is just make these lighter and easier to deal with. We already shut the water off, so we don't have to worry about breaking water lines and this and that. I'm going to be redoing all that anyways and converting to PEX from the CPVC, PEX, PVC, copper wire. Like, this place is a hodgepodge of, oh my gosh. But, back to the task at hand. Demo commence. Like I said, first off, you get rid of some of the weight from your covers. got covered doors. A little bit of weight on them. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. See that? We're basically just gonna break things down to smaller pieces. Pieces that we can carry outside and eventually burn. Water lines. One broken. Two broken. Now that whole sink and counter can move out of the way as well. Oh, yeah. Yep. That cupboard's ready to go. I might break that one down into smaller pieces, make it easier to carry out. But that's about the end of the destructions. Probably remove that, board across, clean a little more of that up. But for the most part, we've already ripped out the kitchen. Oh, and more people showed up for Ranger parts, so we picked it up with the old Coyote. Gonna let them get the rear end pulled. No more kitchen. Things I'm gonna work on is getting the washer down here by the dryer. I'm thinking move the microwave, get it out of the way, get this little thing out of the way, move the dryer over, even though its vent pipe is over here. We could move it to this side, put the washer here, and then our drain pipe will go down and connect in somewhere over here to this up pipe. Get that out of the way. Hooked on the Costco step. There we go. Woo! Oh. Welcome to the gun show. See this dryer? Let's get it moved down. got a washer over here. It should be next to its partner. Let's get that moved. This here washer needs a basic plug-in, 110. Needs a water source. And needs a drain. So, what do you guys think, YouTube? We started out with this goofy spigot thingamabob, and it's only cold water. Should I hook up hot and cold to this old washer? Drop a comment down below. Does washer really need hot water? I mean, I've lived in a couple houses that it was just cold water. Never really had hot. I did hook up hot and cold in this house when I redid the plumbing for my wife, but should I do it for my mother-in-law? Now you can watch me struggle. Ah! Just kidding. Sure would be nice if we were back in the junk removal days. Free local hauling days when I bought my U-Haul about 5 years ago. I don't even got a dolly no more, guys. Son of a gun. What do I get myself into? I try to treat my mother-in-law decent. I really hope after I do all the work over here, she treats it decent. But I got my doubts. Oh yeah. Come on, baby. Okay. Look at that. It's like a match made in heaven. Washer and dryer next to each other. Whew. So, before I was so rudely interrupted, washer and dryer next to each other. Who would have thought of such a concept? So we made progress inside, and there's now no longer an axle under the back of the Ranger. I also bought this windshield and then proceeded to crack it when trying to remove it and getting impatient. Kind of why I do a you buy it, you pull it policy. That way, if somebody breaks something, it's on them. My conscience got the better of me though. I cut the price in half. Since he wasn't getting a good windshield, he ended up leaving it. But he did get kind of dinged because he was the one that broke it and I can no longer sell it. So, half priced it. Try to let him leave here in at least somewhat of a decent mood. I figure in the future, if he sees ads from me selling parts or something that he needs, he'll still have an alright taste in his mouth and he won't mind dealing with me because he knows that I'm a decent guy and not going to completely screw him. But, I mean, I can't sell that windshield now because it's cracked. So, I needed to get a little something out of it. Come on, Chubby, let's go in the house. Well, me and Choppy are going to go back in. We're going to keep taking stuff apart in the mother-in-law house. This is just kind of a quick check-in video. Show you guys what I'm working on. I told you I had some home repairs coming up. So, believe in your God-given hands. Take on some projects. Build, fix, create. Just make progress in your lives, guys. Until next time, keep building shit.